Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys a reading for the Divine Feminine on the Twin Flame journey. This is going to be your Divine Masculine's karma. So this may resonate with you if you have experienced in the past some sort of a challenge or even separation with your masculine where something went down. It may not have been pleasant, and we are going to be checking to see how this masculine has been affected by this and what lessons he may be learning, etc. So just as usual, take what resonates with you guys and leave what doesn't. So the decks that I'm going to be using here today, I will let you guys know what they are as I shuffle each deck. And this beautiful Divine Masculine Nude Organite is created by my friend Michelle from Wing and Bell. Everything will be listed down below. And before we get started, I do say he or him for masculine and she or her for the feminine. It's just the way that I channel. So if your situation is different, just go ahead and apply the energies how they resonate for you. Let's get started. Very first thing that we're going to do is we're going to see what actually went down between the two of you, okay? So what energies want to come up with what went down? What went down between you and the masculine in the past? What is the situation that we're talking about here today? This deck right here is called the Soul Activation Oracle Shadows Edition by Rising Sun Oracle. What went down? We have liar, so there could have been some sort of a lie or deception. We also have inauthentic, so two throat chakra energies, so something that was communicated. Somebody was inauthentic, somebody was lying, and we have manipulative. Somebody could have tried to manipulate their way out of a lie or something. They were trying to control the situation. That's what it was. So that's usually what people are trying to do when they lie or when they're not being truthful, they're being false, is they're trying to control the way that you see them. So there's an issue here, okay? So let's go ahead and go into my Mystic's Midnight Oracle and get some more information. What was somebody trying to control? What was the narrative that they were trying to control? They were trying to control the way that you saw them or the way that you were feeling. Yeah, look, vicious, brutal, savage. And at the end of the day, it ended up just in, like, I feel burning you in the end, because it felt very, very like unnecessary, very brutal, very savage, very hurtful. It just seems very, very hurtful. It's just what I keep getting with that piranha. Yeah, see, accused, attacked, misunderstood. I almost feel like things actually may not have been as bad as you think, but the thing is, your masculine may not have been able to explain in a way that you would have accepted or understood. So it's kind of like, it's just easier to lie is what I'm getting with that. And we have imitation, mimic, and copycat. So what they did is they basically just kind of, pretended is what I'm seeing here. They pretended and they went along with something, and that was just the easier thing to do at the time. Yeah, look at that. So let's go ahead and get some additional cards. Let's go into my Dark Night of the Soul Tarot and see what's going on here, what went down. Somebody's lying, somebody's attacking someone, somebody's being accused of some brutal, savage energy, and somebody just kind of went along with something. Didn't know how to explain it. Ooh, yeah, Six of Cups. So Six of Cups, of course, is something that happened in the past. So we know that something happened, obviously. And it's like, now this connection has been lost in time. And it's very sad, because Six of Cups is two people that come together, and there's very much a soul bond here, soul connection, right? And unfortunately, it's been lost. Unfortunately, it's over now. Unfortunately, it's just two people that had this great story, but now it's just been lost in time. It's just kind of sad. What else? Yeah, Eight of Rage. This right here is the Eight of Wands in this deck, muzzled. The truth was not spoken here. And also Eight of Wands is forward movement. We couldn't move past this. So whatever happened in the past, you guys have not been able to move past this problem. It has not gotten taken care of. Yeah, it hasn't gotten taken care of. Yep, it's unfinished business. I was just going to say that. It's like unfinished now. You guys were not able to complete this cycle together. So this is difficult. It's difficult because neither one of you feel like the story is actually over, but it's lost in time, and you guys are not communicating, and maybe no apology has ever been made in this connection. Maybe no communication has taken place. And so it creates this feeling of, we just never even got to finish this. It's just lost. It's lost in time, lost somewhere in time. And somebody lied, and somebody just They're just not fessing up, or they're not dealing with it. This right here is called the Stripper World Oracle. Water your own grass. So this is talking about what parts of your grass right now need to be watered. What is keeping you from tending those places? Begin investing in your dreams and create a lawn full of opportunities. So I feel like the way that it is being handled is people are just continuing to obviously move forward with their lives, and they're just watering their own grass right now. They're tending their own garden. This also would tell me here that both parties are just working on themselves now. And that's a good thing, because sometimes if you can't complete a cycle with someone, or you can't make things right with someone, you learn from your mistakes, and you learn moving forward that you don't want to make those same mistakes again. So if anything, maybe you guys are both learning from this. Maybe you guys are both learning to focus more on just your own healing and your own growth as individuals in the meantime. Okay. So what went down between the two of you? It doesn't look pleasant. It doesn't look like either one of you have been able to let go completely. You guys both feel like there's unfinished business. There's still this past energy, soul connection that affects the both of you. And this imitation, I'm getting here that you guys might have also both tried to duplicate this connection in other people. Maybe you guys thought that you could find another partner that was someone like this person, but it's not working. It's not working at all. You've tried to move past this connection, and neither of you can move past it. It doesn't mean you'll never be happy again, but you guys will not be able to find someone else or replace each other. You can't, because it's a one of a kind of connection. Okay. But yeah, something brutally happened in the past. It was very savage, very hurtful, very painful. But the whole thing is like a misunderstanding. It's like, yes, somebody did something. They lied. They deceived. They manipulated. They tried to get away with something, but it's not as bad as it seems, is what I keep getting from Spirit. It's not as bad as it seems. But because you guys have not communicated, it's like it gives people the opportunity to blow things up in their mind a certain way. So the way that you see this person and the way that they see you could be, one or two different ways, but neither one of you really has the opportunity to get to the bottom of the truth because of this, inauthentic energy to begin with. So that's what went down. So if it resonates with you, great, take it. If it doesn't, no worries. So now we're going to go into the memories and thoughts that your divine masculine has about you, feminine, that still haunt him to this day. So we're going to go into Angelic Revelation 144's I Just Got Spooked deck, Why I Ghosted. So what energies are with this masculine to this day when he thinks about the feminine? What energy is still with him? Okay, we have family. I feel like there was like a very, very connected energy. We have Jack the Lad. And we have burning intensity. Okay. Well, that Jack the Lad to me, I'm just kind of seeing that card as more of a like a Halloween, like a jack-o'-lantern, protection, which is what jack-o'-lanterns were. They were guidance, protection, family. Do you feel like your person still feels a connection with you? They still feel like a familiar energy with you, a motherly energy. As you can see, that's a mother and child. This person felt really good in your presence. They felt very nurtured by you. So that's still something that's with them, okay? They almost feel like you were a person that was a good guidance or a good, like a source of light in their life. You illuminated a lot of truth. Maybe you're a truth seeker or a light worker. And so this is something that actually is still with them. They also still have a burning intensity for you. So the fire, the flame is still lit for your connection with this person. So we're going to go into a combination of decks by Fire Witch Tarot. This is her Truth Rising, What's Brewing, and What's the Tea. What else is with your person when it comes to you in this connection? Oh, we have Dirty Offer. So, again, if your person in the beginning was inauthentic and had that liar's energy with them, they could have offered you something, but it was dirty, right? It was a dirty offer. It was a dirty thing to do. It was brutal. It was savage. It was really unnecessary, but they offered it anyways. I feel like they were burning up with an intensity with you or for you, and they felt so comfortable with you, they couldn't help themselves. But in the end, it seemed like it was really brutal that they bothered to offer you something when they really just had no business doing it. Yeah, emotional abuse. So this person, again, I mean, they could have a lot of scars, as in because they took advantage of you, because they offered you something dirty, because they said something negative about you. Maybe you found something out that they said about you. It was very hurtful. Again, that brutal piranha energy. Like if you feel emotionally abused by this individual, this is also something that's still burned. It's like burned in their soul. It's still with them. They're still feeling the effects of what they did to you. So I definitely feel like your person, their karma, when it comes to you and what went down between the two of you, it's still very much with them. It's still very much with them. All right, what else? So this was I wanted to get one from each deck. What's the T? Okay, here we go. All right. Yeah, getting played. Not like that is something to laugh about. But we did get... I don't know. Maybe it's just the manipulative energy, right? Just like getting played. Oh, here it is. Like the dirty offer, just getting played. Manipulation. That's what it was. Manipulation. Manipulative. Here it is again. Lies. Liar. It's almost like your person ended up playing themselves. They hurt you, but it actually ended up hurting them more than they realized it was going to. So the pain of what they did to you is actually now with them, if that makes sense. They ended up playing themselves. Very sad. Because what they ultimately did is they ended up losing somebody that was very important to them. This right here is the Deadly Love Tarot Zombie Edition by Fire Witch Tarot. Yeah, there was a love connection here. Big time love connection. I mean, we already know this with the Six of Cups that already came up. It's a very significant soul connection here for sure. A lot of unfinished business with this love story. It's now lost in time. So the way that you connected with them on a deep soul level, the way that you, this burning intensity that was created when the two of you came together is still with your person. But they lied. They did something. They sabotaged this connection. They got caught up in their own just lies and deception. They tried to manipulate you to see them a certain way, or they weren't comfortable with you finding out a lie. And so they tried to do something in order to get you to see them in a different way. And it just all blew up. It all blew up. It just actually created more just abuse in a way. I almost feel like your person abuses themselves over what they did to you. I'm seeing that too. Yeah, 10 of Cups is that family. You guys could have had it all. You guys could have had it all. I feel like you were a dream come true, and I know that sounds very fantasy-based, but that's just what I'm getting here. You were really a dream come true to this person, but they screwed it up. They just screwed it up. Page of Swords, and we have Four of Swords. I feel like the reason that these two cards just came out together is because there's an opportunity for this person now, in this separation with you. Four of Swords for healing, and Page of Swords is somebody to really think about what they're doing and think about who they are as a person and really analyze their behavior and why they do what they do. Because I'm also getting to with that family card and the 10 of Cups, which is family to me, there could be also some family issues. Their family of origin, where they came from, their childhood, how they were raised has a lot to do with who they are as a person today. So they have a lot of work to do on themselves. They have a lot of soul searching to do is what I'm seeing here, because they had a really, really good thing with you, but they don't know how to be. It's almost like this person was cruel for no reason. But really what it is they have a lot of unfinished business within themselves and their own family. Now we have water your own grass. That's probably what this person needs to do, is just water their own grass and love themselves and heal themselves before they can be expected to really show any kind of kindness or love or healthy, connection with you. So I feel like this person is definitely... This masculine that's coming up today is somebody who you connected with in a very intense way. They were very aware of this, but they sabotaged it with their lies and manipulation. and they have a lot of healing to do. The connection still remains for them. They still feel very connected to you. They still feel like there's something that's missing for them. They wish that they could go back and they can change this. But until they heal themselves or they're really aware of their behavior and why they act the way that they act, they may continue to play other individuals as well. So they have a lot of healing to do, for sure. A lot of healing to do. So now let's go ahead and move into the karmic lessons that have presented themselves, okay? What karmic lessons come up for your person in order for them to help to heal themselves? This right here is called My Connections for the Modern World. What karmic lessons present themselves for your person's ascension to be able to grow and to heal? That Four of Swords energy. Okay, we have choices. So many doors. It all comes down to choices, right? What we're going to do, what we decide we're going to do when things... Okay, so I do feel like your person has had some choices and they've had some opportunity to date other people. Being with other people, experimenting in other relationships, this is actually helping your person to grow. So that's sometimes good. And I know that sometimes that kind of thought can really trigger someone like, oh my God, like I can't even think or imagine them being with anyone else. That just kills me. Sometimes, you guys, the only way that people can grow and heal and work out their own issues is by putting themselves into other situations with other people. Sometimes we think someone is a problem. And then this is an example. Sometimes we're with someone and we're just like, oh my God, they were so this, they were so that. And, I just want to get out of this situation because I can't handle it anymore. And that doesn't mean that there wasn't issues, but let's just say you go and you get involved with someone else. And after a period of time, after the honeymoon is over, you're just like, oh my God, I'm with the same type of person. Well, this is the thing. There's something going on with you, okay? Because you're realizing that the same feelings are coming up within you. It's because they're unresolved issues that you haven't dealt with. And instead of looking at yourself, you might just be kind of projecting it and blaming everyone else for your issues or problems or why you're feeling a certain way. So that's what I feel like what's happening with your person is it's giving them an opportunity to see themselves through dating other people. They're starting to realize that, wow, you know what? This is a problem that I have. This is something I do with everyone. This wasn't just this person. I can't blame this person for my problems. I can't blame everyone that I'm with. Something's going on with me. So your person has had an opportunity, I'm seeing, or will have an opportunity to really, really look in themselves and analyze themselves and do some deep soul searching through connecting with other individuals. And we have temptations. I feel like they're going to be tempted to act in the same ways, lie, deceive, manipulate, okay, cheat, whatever their issue was or is. But they're going to start realizing that the choices that they make have a lot more to do with them than it has to do with everybody else. So I feel like your person is kind of got to come to, in a way, like a come to Jesus moment with themselves, if I'm being honest. So let's see what else. This is my Twin Flame Journey Tarot. Yeah, Three of Pentacles. The only way that this person is going to learn is to actually collaborate and come together with other individuals. There could also be a lot of things that are happening in their work life as well. Teamwork, the way that they work with other people, the way that they collaborate or what they create or co-create with other individuals. They're going to start seeing a pattern if they haven't already. They're going to start seeing that things are happening because of their choices rather than things are just happening for no reason. They are going to start taking responsibility. You have Two of Swords. They're going to see where they're stuck. They're going to see where they've been blinded. They're going to see what lies they've been telling themselves. Things are going to be reflected back to them. Now, they're not always, it doesn't mean that they're just always going to see it now from here on out. They may try to still lie to themselves. They may be tempted to go into old coping mechanisms, lie, cheat, just not be honest, be inauthentic. Your person might still struggle. Wow, that's an interesting word. Your person might still struggle, but I keep getting that it's getting harder and harder for them to lie to themselves and to remain blind to what's really going on, because there's certain things that are showing up in their environment constantly, or the same type of female or, male or female or whoever they're dating, the same types of people keep showing up, and there's a reason, and they're just kind of like, okay, I can see that there's something going on within me. I can see I'm attracting this for a reason. I can see that this is no accident. What's the common denominator? Me. So through dating other people, your person's going to start to see it. Yep, Four of Cups. Again, it's up to them. They can see the light, or they can completely stay blinded to the light. It's up to them. Four of Cups also is an opportunity to see what you've missed, what you may have missed out on, a great opportunity, a great person. Your person may have spent so much time lying to themselves, blinding themselves from the truth, that they finally come to an understanding that there was something very unique and special about your connection, and that they really screwed up a good thing. I already feel that for your person, so that's not something that's just coming up right now. So what else? Let's take a look at Divine Love Affirmations. This is Self-Love and Relationships Affirmations deck by Angelic Revelation 144. Actually, before we get into that, I want to go into these cards here. This is Flaming Rose's Hidden Truths Oracle and Flaming Rose's Confessions and Haunted Nightmare Tarot from Jennifer Aquarius Tarot. Let's go ahead and see what else is coming up for your person when it comes to karmic lessons that are presenting themselves. Yep, look, lessons being learned. That's really cool that this is actually coming up in karmic lessons that are presenting themselves. They're actually learning. They are learning something here. They're learning what they missed out on. They're learning by their indecision or by the ways that they were stuck, and the choices that they made have led to their circumstances today. So this is definitely somebody who's learning from their mistakes. And again, as tempting as it might be to stay blind, to stay stuck, and to not change, and to blame everybody else for their problems, I'm definitely getting here that your person is more into learning. Even through the storms, I'll be here. So this is also saying, we've been through a storm. I'm still present though. I'm still present. I'm still showing up to be a better version of myself. So I like that. And we have Protection, Dirty Lover. Now, early on, we had this Dirty Offer. Okay? So there's something dirty about your person, and they know it. And through the things, through karma, through things that have come back to them to bite them in the ass, they are learning from that. They're learning from something. They're learning that when you give a dirty offer, when you put something out there dirty, it's going to come back to you. So your person has gotten burned is what I'm seeing here, and they've learned from that. They've learned from getting burned themselves. They may have done something to you, and then someone else may have done something to them. And so now they're starting to realize, wow, I guess I was very savage. I was very brutal. I was very hurtful. I was very emotionally abusive. That wasn't the right, choice of words, or it wasn't right to lie. So as tempting again as it might be to continue to be a pile, I feel like your person is karmically getting theirs on a consistent level to where they have to change. They have to grow. They have to ascend. They can't just continue to be the same pile that maybe they have been for a long time. All right, let's see what else. Yep, Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups comes up 2 times. We can't keep ignoring what the divine has to offer us. Four of Cups traditional tarot shows a hand coming from the divine with a cup out of the sky. And then we have 3 cups on the ground, and the person that's looking at those cups isn't interested. They don't want to know. They don't want to see. They don't want to accept. They're just very discontent and miserable with themselves. They're not able to see things from other people's perspectives. They want to continue to blame. They want to continue to just kind of be set and stuck in their ways. So there is this opportunity for your person to either change and level up and be a better person, or to continue to be a pile of you know what. Okay? We have free will, you guys, and that's why it's coming through this way. And we have the 8 of Cups. I can either walk away from this part of myself and move forward and ascend. I can walk away from all of this old energy that isn't serving me, this old behavior, and ascend. or I can continue to stay stuck and ignore what I need to change. I feel like your person has definitely had to walk away from things, or right now they are currently going back and forth, Two of Pentacles, to try to make a decision of what they need to leave behind. Because Four of Cups also means we're dissatisfied. We're not happy with the way that things have turned out for us. We made certain choices and it didn't pay off the way that we thought. Things didn't make us happy. The grass wasn't greener on the other side. What we thought was going to make us happy didn't make us happy. So it's kind of like back to the drawing board. I still want more. I still want something deeper. I still want something significant. So Two of Pentacles means somebody is just they're confused. They don't know what they want to do. They're just going back and forth with something. They know they need to leave an old aspect of themselves behind in order to progress forward. So your person might kind of right now be stuck on staying in something or leaving something. Staying, remaining to be the same person that they've always been, or changing for the better. Yeah, see, what did I just say? I thought the grass was going to be greener on the other side, but it wasn't. This is just confirming that message. Your person really thought this. They thought that if they thought something was going to make them happy, and when they got there, it didn't bring them the satisfaction that they thought they would. They still haven't found what they're looking for. U2 song, right? They still haven't found what they're looking for. They're still searching for something. They still feel incomplete. Now, if their cup from the very beginning isn't full, then that might be really pushing them to work on that aspect of themselves. It's nobody else's job or anything outside of us to bring us that peace and happiness. See, I want to make things right between us. So your person actually does want to make things right between the two of you. They may not know how. They may feel afraid because of the lies and the deception and the hurt that was caused here. But Six of Cups and that unfinished business World card, as well as the Lover's card, tells me that there is a significant soul bond here, and there's a reason that they want to try to make things right between the two of you. You did feel like family. They felt very nurtured and comforted by you. You were a beacon of light in their life, and they missed that. It's hard because we can't seem to work out our differences. So your person is afraid that you're not going to be able to work out these differences, that you're not going to be able to forgive them for what's happened, that you're not going to be able to see past this. So they may just decide it's too much. It's too hard. I was too dirty before. You may not be able to see them any other way besides just a dirty pile of, you know what. What else have they learned? I invite harmony into my life, into my connection, and allow a harmonious, sacred union with my divine partner. That's really beautiful, because this is the thing. Your person may have been very afraid by this connection before. They sabotaged it. They ruined it for whatever reason. But actually now what they're doing is they're inviting harmony into their life. And they could be inviting harmony into their life is because things are slowing down. Maybe they're getting older. They're getting a little bit more wise. They've learned from these karmic lessons and cycles. They've been taken off of their high horse. They've had a huge awakening. They've had a huge just kind of shift in their perception. And so now what they're doing is they're inviting a harmonious energy into this connection. They want harmony. I want to make things right between us. They want harmony between the two of you. So whatever has happened has brought them to this realization that they actually want to make things right between the two of you. It doesn't guarantee that they will, but the desire is there. This desire is there that your person has learned from these mistakes. They're not perfect. They're only human. They do still struggle. They're still tempted to stay in that old energy and that old coping mechanism of blaming everyone else and continuing to lie and manipulate people, or they can level up and become a better person. But a part of their lessons right now is that they're inviting more harmony into their life. And so by doing this, it actually helps them to figure out what they can do to make things right between the two of you. That's beautiful. All right. So now let's see what is the song dedication that your person wants to give to you. If they could dedicate any song to you right now, what would it be? So we're going to grab 3. This is Heart Songs by Celestial Forecast by Carrie. All right, song dedication from your person to you. Okay, so I'm going to grab 3 and then we'll read them. Okay, so we have Bryan Adams, Donny Hathaway, and I think Dan and Shay. So I only know one of these. Okay. Look into my eyes. You will see what you mean to me. Search our heart, search your heart, search your soul. And when you find me there, you'll search no more. I feel like it says everything that I do it for you. That's the song by Bryan Adams. I feel like what your person's trying to say here is that obviously what went down between the two of you, it was pretty brutal, right? Very hurtful. A lot of just emotional trauma and wounds here. So when you think about the situation, obviously you're going to probably feel a lot of that. You're going to feel a lot of that pain. But if you were to look into your person's eyes, you would reconnect with them on that deep soul level. Okay, because it says your heart and your soul. When you search in your heart and your soul, you're actually going to find your person there, who they really are, who they really were. You know, obviously the behavior and the things that they displayed towards you, that was very much their own fear, their own ego. They're very much their 3D self that was reacting to whatever was going on at the time. It doesn't make it okay and it doesn't give it a pass, but it just helps you to realize that's not really truly who your person is. The person that hurt you isn't really truly who your person is. Who your person is the person that you connected with on that deep level. So I feel like what they want to say to you is that I would love an opportunity to look into your eyes again, because I know that if we could meet there, soul to soul, that we could get past this. Okay. Now we also have here a song for you by Donny Hathaway. I love you in a place where there's no space and time. This tells me here that your person actually continues to love you and connect with you, even though you guys are not in the 3D world together, even though you're in separation. They meet you in their dreams. They meet you in that 5D realm. They meet you through meditation, through their thoughts, maybe even telepathy. So it says, I love you for my life. You're a friend of mine. And when my life is over, remember when we were together. We're alone now, and I'm singing this song to you. So even though you guys are not together, I almost feel like your person also believes in reincarnation. If they believe in reincarnation, even if you guys are not coming together in this life or aren't meant to be or whatever just doesn't happen, they know that your souls are going to meet again. You guys are going to meet up again, okay? And they're always going to remember when you guys were together. Remember this connection that's lost in time. No space and time. It actually is lost in time. But they love you for their life. They're going to love you for the rest of their lives. And that's what they're saying. So this is a song for you. This is a song that they're singing to you. Remember when we were together. Okay, even though we're alone now, I love you for my life. So now we have Tequila, Dan and Shay. I can kiss somebody brand new and not even think about you. I can show up to the same bar, hear the same songs in my car. Baby, your memory. It only hits me this hard when I taste tequila. Your person might also be somebody who really likes a particular type of tequila. Okay. There's all kinds of specific tequilas out there. So they could really, fancy a certain type of tequila. And so when they drink, it's like it hits them hard when they taste that tequila. They can kiss somebody brand new and not even think about you. They can try to move forward with their life and just kind of out of sight, out of mind, and they can hear certain songs. But the thing is your memory hits them, and it hits them hard at certain times. And especially it could be when they're drinking. So those are their songs to you, you guys. So I hope that something resonates with you there. All right, last bit of information we're going to get is advice for the viewer. So we're going to go into, from Sister Moon Tarot, Divine Feminine, what should you do? And then we're also going to go into my deck, which is Divine Feminine Healing. All right, what is advice that Spirit has for us when it comes to dealing with this masculine? This masculine where it seems to be that this connection is lost somewhere in time. We're not communicating. We don't really know what's going to happen, but we just trust that whatever's meant to be will be. Let's take a look. We have branded. It says, what other people think about me is none of my business. I choose to let it go now. And I really like that because this, I feel, came up in the very beginning of the reading. Let me get the card. Here it is. Water your own grass, okay? When we're in our own lane and when we're watering our own grass, tending to our own garden, we're not worrying about what other people think about us. Because at the end of the day, what other people think about us is actually none of our business. And that's a book. And so that could be a specific message for somebody out there. If you've read it or you have been wanting to read it or you haven't ever heard of it, maybe it is a sign to read it. It's very easy to get caught up with what other people think about us. Maybe somebody said something to us. Maybe even this masculine branded us a certain way. And we've been really struggling because it's not who we are, or it wasn't who we are. Maybe we were misunderstood, or maybe it is we're not that person anymore. And we really just hate that that is the lasting impression that this masculine has. At the end of the day, we can't control it, you guys. The only thing that we can do is just worry about ourselves. You can't manipulate or try to control what other people think about you. I mean, you can, but it normally doesn't work. It normally doesn't work. Or if it does, it's temporary and it doesn't last. The best thing to do is just be true, be real. And at the end of the day, if other people have issues or problems, that's on them, okay? Don't take his actions personally. Wow. So this is telling you, Divine Feminine, if your masculine's actions is that he judged you or what he thought about you is something that's still with you today, don't take this personally. This may just have been where the masculine was at that particular time. Maybe he was operating out of ego. I mean, we obviously saw that with all the lies and the way that he was manipulating, right? Try not to, and this is also saying too, don't brand your masculine as that he is this person forever either. He may have changed or he will change. So don't take this personally, his actions towards you. His actions towards you doesn't necessarily mean that he is this brutal, savage, emotionally abusive person. He could just be somebody who was abused himself and he didn't know how to handle you or the situation. So he ended up abusing. That's usually what happens. Abused people usually end up abusing. Not all the time, but sometimes it does happen. It's natural to go with what you know, right? So I feel like something may have happened here. Try not to brand your masculine as he's doomed forever. He's this pile of, whatever forever. Try not to do that. And also try not to take what he said or what he did to you. Try not to take that personally because that wasn't really about you. That was more about him. That's what it's saying. What else? Broken promise. When you are ready, I know that you will fix this. See? So the fact that we actually already got this from the masculine when it came to his karmic lessons, we do know that it is a part of his karma to come full circle with this thought. And this thought is, if I can find it, well, I can't find it. Here it is. I want to make things right between us. When you are ready, I know you will fix this. So Divine Feminine, when the masculine is ready that he's going to fix this, okay? When he's ready. He'll fix it. Broke a promise, but that he'll fix it. We have set boundaries. This is an opportunity for you to put some real healthy boundaries up for yourself as you tend to your own garden, right? You're working on yourself. Maybe the person that you were before with this masculine, maybe you didn't have healthy boundaries. Maybe there's certain things that you could improve on with yourself. So this gives you a great opportunity to set new boundaries, to be stronger than you were before, to be a better version of yourself. So focus more on that than focusing on the broken promise. Focus more on how you can heal and how you can become stronger from all this. Remember, making that pain matter by watering your own grass and tending to your own garden, okay? Last message. Yep, fate. I will never forget you, my love, but I must continue on with my life. If we are meant to be, the universe will find a way. The fact that we had the Six of Cups and the Lovers in this reading today with that unfinished business card, this tells me that this is a fated connection. It might be fated that the two of you guys do come back together in this life, but even if that's not the case, you're moving forward anyways. If we're meant to be, the universe will find a way. You're not going to hold or put your life on hold. You're not going to waste all of your time and energy praying and working towards this. You are going to continue to water your own grass and let the masculine do the same. don't believe your fears. So again, those fears are a kicker. They really are. There's a lot of crap that happened here. There could be a lot of rage. There could be a lot of unresolved issues that you have, Divine Feminine, because perhaps you were cut out. Maybe you were accused of something. Maybe somebody said something about you. It wasn't true and you haven't even had a chance to defend yourself. Maybe you're upset because you were manipulated. You were lied to. Somebody was inauthentic and you haven't even had an opportunity to really even discuss this, to finish this up. So there's a lot of unspoken words, a lot of unfinished business here. And maybe you have taken these scars and they're still with you, right? And you still love this person. But this person, your masculine, still has this same kind of intensity and love for you. And the fact that you did get played, he ended up playing himself. Hurting you hurt the masculine, you guys. That's what I'm getting here. And he's very aware of the fact that and I don't want to say this in a negative, but this is just kind of the only way I can put this, because we have the dirty energy here. This masculine knows that he's a dirty dog. He knows he's a dirty dog. He knows that he put you at risk by allowing you to believe that he was ready or that he could do this. Well, and at the end of the day, he couldn't do it. He may have been tempted by another offer. He may have been tempted to do something that he knows that he shouldn't have done. And because of that, it's like he missed his opportunity and blew his chance to be with you, Divine Feminine. So now this masculine is still stuck, and it's kind of like he's stuck to face himself and to work through these issues and through these storms. But Four of Cups, he's still not happy. What he thought was going to make him happy, it didn't end up making him happy. So he really wants to have harmony now with you. And this is the energy that he's left with. He's left with all these memories in his heart and soul. He's trying to maybe just push something away, but when he has tequila, he can't help it. You're with him. That's interesting. So he loves you in a way that he can't explain. There's a faded energy between the two of you, and the fears that you guys both believe and the things that you guys tell yourselves about each other and about what has happened between the two of you, it actually keeps the two of you from being able to reconnect. So Spirit is asking you, Divine Feminine, to continue to water your own grass, tend to your own garden, really work on your issues and any kind of fears that you have or unforgiveness that you have towards this masculine, and clean up your side of the street. Okay. We can't control if the masculine's going to do the same, but we can at least put ourselves in the energetic alignment, to the possibility of that, maybe being what happens at the end of the day. If it's meant to happen, it will. If it doesn't, you're continuing to live your life and you're continuing to move forward and making the best that you can out of this life, whether it's with your masculine or not with your masculine. But at the end of the day, you guys, don't believe your fears. Don't buy into the ego. I feel like your masculine really bought into his ego and bought into his fears, and this created all of this stuff between the two of you. It really did. So your fears might be telling you the worst story. Your fears might be telling you to assume the worst about what your masculine might feel about you or think about you. And I'm hoping in this reading today that you guys really got that your masculine still holds your energy very near and dear to him, and that there's a lot of things that have happened to him to help him to see the error of his ways. And again, he's not perfect. He still has a long way to go, but I just feel for sure that his agenda is to grow from this and to become a better version of himself, not to go the other direction. So that's a good thing. So anyways, you guys, I hope that was helpful to you. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. Have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.